This is ESPN Esports. I'm Arda Ocal. Ninja just concluded a 90-minute stream on YouTube. Let's unpack all of this. First, what happened? Ninja tweeted before the stream went live, just around 1 p.m. Eastern time, that he would have something coming up. He just cryptically tweeted 1 hour, and then he tweeted a YouTube link that he was live on YouTube. This is the first time he's ever been live on YouTube. He has had a massive presence on YouTube, obviously, since November 2011. He's amassed over 23 million subscribers, but this is the very first time that he's been live streaming on his official YouTube channel. His wife Jess came in with a bottle of champagne to celebrate the occasion, and he brought in a lot of old friends, TimTheTatman, Courage JD, Dr Lupo, playing a few Fortnite games in this 90-minute stream. It lasted about 90 minutes. So after the stream, he addressed his chat before going offline, and one line in particular that he said was, "The stream and streams, there's going to be a lot more sooner than later." There's a lot to unpack here. The first thing we should absolutely mention before we get to my 3 takeaways is that this does not mean that he has signed an exclusivity deal with YouTube. Slasher reported on Twitter that, in fact, this was on his own accord. He is negotiating with different streaming platforms, presumably with YouTube and Twitch being included here, but this was just him wanting to get back to streaming. He's completely within his rights to go on his YouTube channel that he's been cultivating for several years and turn the stream on and just stream. If it were me, I would continue to do this. I would say stream more on YouTube, maybe even stream on Twitch, on different platforms. Maybe it's Prime Time. He said that a couple times on his stream as well. But my 3 takeaways are this, based on Ninja's stream that happened here on Wednesday afternoon. Number 1, he looked happy. He looked like he was missing streaming. He looked at peace and just completely overcome with joy, streaming with his buddies, playing video games, interacting with the community that he worked so hard to cultivate. So that's the first thing, is that he just looked happy. And that's really good to see, because a lot has happened in Ninja's world, of course, with the shutting down of Mixer and all the hate that he had been getting. Oh, you're a dead streamer. Oh, Mixer's a dead platform. Oh, you won't rise to your same levels. Oh, Tfue was beating you on Twitch before you left. He had gotten a lot of hate, and a lot of it was misguided in a way, but this must have been very good for him. In particular, when he looked at the numbers when he ended his stream, the fact that he was consistently over 100,000 viewers, and it could have been sustained had he gone much longer, I think that's a very positive sign for him, and I'm sure that he left his first ever YouTube stream extremely happy, not only professionally, but personally as well. That leads me to my second point. This is a great reminder for all of those haters, for all the people that were saying maybe Ninja has lost a step, maybe he doesn't have as much power as he once had. This was a great reminder of how popular and how much brand power Ninja truly has, not only in the gaming space, but as a celebrity in general. If it were me, if I was in a position that Ninja was in, I would stream on every platform available to me. I would stream on YouTube like I just did, collect the numbers. I would go to Twitch, do the same thing, collect the numbers. All of this is just simply added leverage for me to go to these different platforms and say, look what I did in 90 minutes. Imagine what I can do in a year or 2 years or 5 years. It's also important to note that you gotta wonder what motivates Ninja. He's amassed enough money for several lifetimes in his family. I wonder whether it is the wanting to be the #1 gamer again. He saw a lot of people reaching for that crown. Once upon a time, Ninja was the consensus, singular best top gamer out there. And a lot of people would say that that is not the case right now. And so maybe Ninja wants to reestablish himself in that role once again. In my opinion, in the mainstream, that is still the case. But within the gamer bubble, people might be skeptical about that, especially when they look at the numbers. The third thing that you have to think about in this situation is, okay, we're looking at it from Ninja's point of view and how much clout and leverage he is building by streaming and by doing these one-off appearances, you know, streaming on his YouTube channel. Maybe he'll go back to Twitch. Maybe he'll stream elsewhere. Who knows? Just to build some leverage and just to see what is out there. Now let's look at it from the Twitch and YouTube side. If that $60 million figure was out there from Facebook, my first thought is, I don't think that Twitch and YouTube Gaming will be paying that much money. I don't think they need, or they feel like they need, and this is just my opinion here, I don't think they feel like they need to pay that much money even for someone like Ninja. Because remember, when Ninja left, Twitch didn't really lose that much market share. Twitch was still the top dog in the streamer wars, per se. And what was proven was if the top names leave the platform, then other streamers rise to that level, fill in that gap, that void. So it's almost as if viewers will stay on the Twitch platform and discover other people that they may not have been watching once their favorite streamers leave the platform. And far less will follow these people to the platforms. Now, remember, Ninja already has a large established platform on both YouTube and Twitch, so both will be heavily monetizable. But if you're Twitch and YouTube, I gotta wonder how much money they're willing to dish out to a top streamer like Ninja, especially in the economy that we're in, especially during a pandemic. And honestly, now that there's one less streaming service available, how many other streaming services are going to offer large bags of money to these top streamers? Facebook Gaming, I don't know if Brime is any position. I mean, they're a punchline at the moment, especially given the way that they sort of interjected themselves with the whole Dr. Disrespect drama on that weekend, where they were sort of intimating that they might be involved, and then they quickly refuted that. But where else? Where else? Other than maybe even a Netflix or something like that. Maybe there's a streaming service out there that will vie for streaming services. That might be a good idea. Maybe it's time for a service like that to bring in streamers and see whether that model will work. And maybe they will pay for a Netflix subscription or another type of a Hulu subscription or whatever it is, with those streamers streaming on those platforms. That could be an option too. I'm sure that Ninja's team, Loaded, his agency, is having these conversations right now. But specifically YouTube and Twitch, I just don't know whether they will want to pay that amount of money, even though the partnership would be so great on both levels. I think YouTube, for me, makes the most sense because Ninja has a large platform there already and would have the backing of Google and all that comes with it there, and all of his videos would be in one place. Because I just, no matter where he signs, even if it's Twitch again, I just don't see the VODs going away from YouTube. There's no way that Ninja would sign a deal, in my opinion, unless it was so lucrative and something that he really wanted to do, that he would just completely abandon his YouTube channel. Because it's way too lucrative. It has so many followers, or so many subscribers there, that I just don't see it. So that's going to be interesting for me. I hope that we do find out the details of any deal that Ninja does sign. We may not, but it will be interesting to see where he signs and what motivations he has. So to recap, first takeaway is he looked very happy. That's really great to see. The second takeaway is this is a great reminder of how popular and how much brand power Ninja has. And the third takeaway is, well, look at it from the Twitch and YouTube side, in particular those two platforms. What are they going to do, and how much will they pay, and what kind of negotiations will unfold with a top streamer like Ninja? Let us know in the comments below what you thought of the stream, whether you think the 100 to 120,000 average viewers peaking at 150,000 viewers is a success, whether you think he will be able to sustain that in future streams. Do you think it's a good idea for him to stream on Twitch a couple times as well? Keep building that leverage. Where do you think he will end up? How long do you think we'll have to wait for an announcement? Let us know in the comments below.